Hey y'all, how's it going today? So I just wanted to do a pretty quick video just to talk a little bit about what's been going on. We all know what's been happening with George Floyd getting killed, and I just really want to lament and just vent for a little bit, because like I had mentioned in one of my other videos, this channel and my blog are just ways for me to vent. And honestly, I have not watched that video. I have not watched it, probably never will, because this might sound weird, but it's too much of a reality for me. Yes, this is our reality now. This is the world we live in, and being a black woman, whether African or African American, we're all black people, right? It's too much of a reality for me. And I say that because I can't watch that video and yell and say, oh, stop, stop, and then it stops, you know. And I can't sit here in my home and watch it, and that'd be me just sitting there, watch someone's life just slip away like it's nothing. So, you know, I watch a lot of movies, you know, action movies, sci-fi, you know, well, the Avengers movies, and yeah, those are movies, right? I've seen all the Saw movies, all the Underworld, you know, series, and those are movies that I don't flinch. It could be the most gruesome scene and I'll sit there watching straight on and it won't affect me. Why? Because the movie, right? And I don't get frightened easily. I don't get scared easily. Certain things don't bother me easily. But because that video, I mean, it's not a movie. You know, it's not a movie, and I can't just sit here and watch it like it's nothing. And if I watch that video, it's his last few words, and just, I can't. That's the reality we live in. It sucks, you know. And now, seeing all the protests going on, you know, I saw a picture of protests in Berlin now, in London. I saw one in Nigeria. Like, this thing it has gone viral, and that gives me a little bit of hope. I mean, we still have a long way to go, but that gives me hope. I'm always hopeful, always, for anything. That gives me hope, because I feel like, okay, now the world is starting to see what's been happening. I mean, I know, yeah, they see it on the news all the time and they see what's happening, but I feel like sometimes God allows something to happen, or one incident might be the thing that broke the camel's back, you know. And this one, I'm hoping that this is it, because now you have people of all races protesting. You know, I saw some Amish people, you guys. I mean, I don't ever see those people unless I see them on TV or one of those Amish shows. Like, they came out to protest. What does that tell you? So I feel like the only non-black person or non-black people who are like, whatever, or maybe Trump and his people, because I feel like the whole world is shaken by this, and all the other races, okay, if they have not done this already, I'm gonna challenge you guys, okay, because it's amazing how they would love the black culture. Okay, they love the swag, they love the rap music. You know, yes, there are white rappers, don't get me wrong. Eminem is one of my favorite rappers ever. You know, but the majority of the rap game is black. You know, they like basketball, football, and they talk ebonics. You know, they dress like black people. You have the different races of women who would only date black men, and you have you have white men or other races of men who will only be with black women. Now, what is it about us that y'all love so much? The culture, you know, beautiful women, whether natural or makeup or different types of hair. I mean, we are pretty awesome. Okay, we can do all types of things with our with our hair. It can be wrapped up like mine, because I haven't gotten mine done, or it could be braids or crochet, wigs, whatever. We can cut it all off, okay? Or some really good looking men, you know, tall, short, belly, muscular, whatever. We are a bunch of awesome people. You know, we have a fight in us. We, you know, we have a lot to offer, and I feel like this is what I've come to notice. Usually when things are going well or not so well, the devil fights you pretty hard. You know, you just see things going so badly, like, wait, what the hell? The devil will not be fighting you so hard if he didn't know you had something in you. So I feel like, you know, the racists out there who are trying so hard to suppress the black community, the black voice, they know that we have a lot to offer. They know that if we come together, we are undefeatable. And so all the other races, when you're enjoying the black culture and, you know, you're down with your black friends and family, in times like these, I'm going to challenge you to step up. You know, because it's not us, the black folk, who can erase, you know, racism. It's not just us. You know, when your, you know, white friends and lawmakers and, you know, when they see that, okay, these other races also see this as a problem. If it's just us black people, they will ignore us because they've been doing it for years. These things have been happening over and over again. So my challenge to other races, Asians, Jews, you know, all those other communities out there who are not black, please step up. This is the time to step up. Just don't hang out with your black friends and family when it's convenient, when it's fun. Y'all go out, hang out. This is the time that, you know, black people really need you. Okay? And you might be thinking, I mean, what do I have to offer? Right? What can I do? But there is something to be done. It could be small, it could be big. You know, you could donate money to bail out protesters. You know, you could support black businesses. Okay, you could just raise awareness. You know, just don't sit there and hide when things are bad, and when things go back to normal, like, hey, you know, y'all are back to being friends. And for us, the black folks who have friends who are non-black, y'all need to cut those friends out. If they don't support you guys in during these times, cut them off. Where were they when you needed support? You know? And on my end, what I did was, someone had posted on one of the groups here asking for all black businesses in the area, you know, to tag their businesses in the thread that she had created. So I posted mine, but then I got an idea. I got an idea to put together some kind of directory of all black businesses in this area, so we could, you know, share and support each other. So I, wrote a little something and said, if you're a black owned business, send your business name, email, social media, whatnot to the email that I provided. And I got a lot of good feedback. I got a whole bunch of emails, but there's always that one person. There's always that one person who just cannot shut up. And in this case, there were two. Okay, one person who is a white man, he came and asked the question, is black businesses code for something? Or do these businesses only have to be those with people with dark skin or something to that effect? And I'm sitting there thinking, why did you have to ask that question? What does it matter? Right? Like, especially with what's going on right now, just why did you have to ask that? So I ignored that question. A few hours after, another lady came, asked the question, saying, what does it matter if the business is black owned? And I'm thinking, and yeah, she said, what does it matter? So you only want to shop there because the owner is black. How would y'all feel if I wrote white owned businesses? And I'm sitting there like, I just had to pause and say, this is ridiculous. Like, what the hell? You can just shut up. Like, really, why did you have to write that? I ignored it at first, but then I came back and then I reported the comment to the admins, which they took it off. And some people just don't know when to shut up. Some people like that. I think those two are just people who are just unaware. You can have that opinion, but keep it to yourself, especially at a time like this. We don't want to hear it. It's not about you. Almost every business is a white-owned business. Nothing wrong with that at all. Nothing wrong. I shop at Walmart. I shop at every white store there is. So I don't care about that. So if we just want our own, just let us have it. There's nothing wrong with just having some black owned businesses to support. Why do you have to say something about it? And I just like I mentioned earlier, I feel like some of these racists, they know that black people have a lot to offer. We have the manpower, we have the brains, we have some really, really smart people that if we all just come together, we can do a lot. We can overtake, we can overpower, but that's not really our aim. We just want to live in peace like everyone else does. We just want our peace. We all live in America. We are all under the same constitution. We want our own rights. It's really that simple. Why do we have to go to so much extreme, just to live in peace? Why does it have to be so much? Why do we have to go through so much difficulty just to live in peace? I mean, you can't jog without getting shot. I mean, really? And now, yesterday, I just read that an independent autopsy showed that George Floyd died from asphyxiation. That's strangling, cutting off the airways. But the first autopsy said he had underlying conditions. You see? Now they wanted to do that to not send this cop to maybe set this cop free. Oh, all hell will break loose if that cop goes free. I truly believe so. Things will, oh my gosh, y'all don't want to see that happen. Okay, and something needs to be done. You know, we just want to live in peace. And I don't have any kids yet, but right now I feel for those who have children, especially boy children, you know, men. And you have moms who are older, who have sons, like grown-up sons. I can't imagine how they feel. And being here in Germany, I don't want to go back to the States. I am scared out of my mind. You know, we are supposed to go back sometime next year, and I don't want to think about it. I don't. And if God can make something happen to extend my stay here, I will. But just, I am genuinely scared. I hardly get scared about certain things, but this has gotten me shook. I don't know. So something needs to be done. And I don't know what Trump is saying. You know, I saw something on Facebook about him carrying a Bible, and some protester got shot or tased or something, just so he could have his photo op moment. Like, only God knew what he was doing when he let that man get elected into the office. Only God knows. But honestly, I think what we can do now is just pray. Just pray and support black businesses as much as you can. I did the directory website. It's up and running. A lot of people are so happy about it. I'm still getting a lot of businesses getting emailed my way, and I'm going to update that so we can really support each other, you know, because that's really all we can do. You know, that's really all we can do, because when people protested in silence, it was a problem. When Colin Kaepernick knelt down, it was a problem. And then now, you know, and I saw a quote, I think by Martin Luther King, that I think riots are people's way of, I don't know, crying out or something like that. I'll find the quote. I just didn't memorize it. Which it's very true. That's black people crying out for help, crying out, just stop. Like, you know what? These cops, why don't y'all try this? When you pull a black man over, don't kill them and see what happens. We're actually pretty nice people. Some of us are pretty respectful, okay? But I mean, I'm not gonna say all black people are saints. I'm not gonna say that some of us have attitude, some of us are rude, some of us talk back. Doesn't mean you should shoot. Okay? Try it sometime. Just try it. Just try just not shooting anybody. See what happens. Okay? And then now I hear the cop is on suicide watch. Really? Like, he's not gonna cop out of this. No. Because you wanted to kill yourself is a cop out. You're gone. You're resting in peace. You're gone. No. But anyway, that was just my vent. I'm heartbroken just like everybody else out there. So what did Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., what did they fight for? What did Rosa Parks sit in that bus for? You know? What did they fight for? And 2020, since 1964, 1960s, you know, we're still here. Same thing. What has changed? So, God help us. Alright, y'all stay safe out there. please pray and support black businesses. All right, choose